What's good, everybody? What's good, everyone? We're here with BroBroCookDatUp. BroBro is an insanely talented music producer, audio engineer. He does everything. Runs his own nonprofit, which I really want to get into as well and learn a lot more about it. And he's just doing a lot. He's doing a lot. On top of that, he's a father. So a lot going on, a lot on your plate, but you're managing really well from what I can see. Strong shoulders to carry all that weight, which is awesome. Yeah, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Strong shoulders. I've been in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. But you might actually hear the kids in the background. You know, it's the 4th of July, so you know everybody's at the house.
Perfect.
But yeah, man. That was a good intro, bro. That was good, man.
Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, I got started during the pandemic, man, and like a lot of people, I think we needed something to kind of like just put us in another place. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us was like in the house, like locked down, you know. And for me, man, the love of music was always there, but it was just like I actually needed something to take me away because, like, my family, we moved from Charlotte up to Pennsylvania. And this is like for over a year. I was living with my in-laws. We were living with my in-laws. And it was tough, man. I just wanted to be home with my family in my house, you know what I'm saying, in my bed. And like, we couldn't do it. Like, it was so frustrating. We like 7 hours away from the house. It ain't like I can go up the street and be right back. Like, we are out of the state, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I found the music, man. My boy lit the fire, and the love of music really just carried everything else to where it's at now. So yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Yeah, the pandemic was an interesting time for sure. Bro, I know you as a genre blending music producer. I've heard beats from you that just like, I'll hear like the first 15 seconds of it and I'm wowed, and then it just goes into a completely different direction. Your sound selection, everything you do is just really cool. Can you tell me about your personal background and influences that help shape your sound?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. So the influence starts from my parents. So my dad was in the Air Force. Got exposed to a lot of different people all over the country and a lot of different musics. And so me and my brother, we grew up on a lot of different stuff, man. You know, of course, like soul, hip hop, but more like political hip hop, where it was like Public Enemy and stuff, and people actually talking about a current thing that's happening. And then we got put on to like some metal, some Southern rock, you know, some like damn near like folk music type shit, like James Taylor, and you know what I'm saying? So perfect example, bro, is I've been mentally affected by what's going on politically. And today I was cutting the grass and I'm trying to find the vibe with the music. I cannot find it. I'm trying everything. Finally, bro, I put on System of a Down. And they got a song called Prison. And it's just about how they're trying to build prison systems for you and I to live in, and ultimately like profit from those prison systems, which is exactly what's going on, in Florida. And bro, like as soon as I turned that on, I was like, I found my mood, I found my vibe, and I was good, you know? But I just try to be open, just because I've been exposed to so much, man. And I might start off with some keys, like some chords or something, like you said. And then like 15 seconds later, it's like an Afro beat, you know what I'm saying? Or just really like whatever I'm kind of feeling. At my freest, I don't try to necessarily make a genre. You know how I know if you're working with like clients and stuff like that, they normally want something, exactly until we do that. It's our job. But when I'm literally able to just create freely, there's no telling what might kind of happen. It's just whatever I'm feeling. So.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Times are crazy right now. I've been feeling uninspired by a lot of the music that's been out, but music of relevance of things that are going on, and it's crazy because those like System of a Down, that song, I don't know how old it is, but it's kind of crazy how relevant it is still today.
And it makes me wonder, like, where is the music right now with this message, right? Like, I'm not trying to sound like an old head, even though I technically am, but it's like, I want to hear protest music right now. People are protesting. Like we've seen it. Where is the music that's following that, man, that we can rally around current day? Like, I know where it came from. I know where to find music from the past where they did that. I'm just like, even if you're talking about a positive message right now, I feel like don't be afraid to step into that arena and really truly let us know, bro, it's okay to express this side into music now. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I love that. Tell me about beat battles. Going into a beat battle, like, what are you doing? What's your mindset?
Fear. Straight fear, bro. Oh man. Dang. So I think we all kind of like have a moment in our production journey where we're like, I'm not gonna say trash, but we're not as good as we really think we are. You know what I mean? And so one of the first beat battle groups that I got exposed to is called Who Want the Smoke. And I just stumbled upon it through a friend that I went to high school with, and his cousin runs the beat battle league. And so I get in there, I might do a battle here, a battle there, and they would show love and some critiques and stuff like that. But like after a while, like I think it got a little draining because you're always in that mindset of like, I gotta outdo the next person. Whereas if you're making music for an artist, you kind of got to keep it a little simple, like open, not too crazy. And so for me, it's just like a switch where if I know I'm going to be going into that arena, I want to do as much as I can to really, catch your attention when things change and just have a moment where you just go like, whoa, damn, what I'm saying? So it's really just a mindset, and the fear for me comes in to play depending on who else is in the battle. Because like, like I know, man, it's some real legit boogie monsters out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Guys that I look up to, you probably look up to. And so knowing what they can do is probably the most psychological part of the whole thing, where you just kind of like, gosh, like I'm thinking about this guy, this girl, and what I know she has done to other people, and I just don't want to have that done to me. So you give it your best shot, And so I really, bro, I really operate out of fear more than anything of like getting destroyed. You know what I'm saying? I go hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if I can, I go hard. Yeah.
I like that. And fear induces that fight or flight mode, and it sounds like you're fighting. I enjoy listening to your battles. You go crazy. Every time I see you on the roster, on the bracket, I'm like, okay, all right, they're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, hey man, and I'm not just saying this, but like, likewise, because like I've tapped in to you too, and some of like your battles, bro. And I always enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Thank you.
If it comes down to the vote, you got my vote. You already know. But
Thank
it's
you.
still just like, it's just, you know, it's always good to hear when you get in that mode, because it's a different kind of stress. You know what I'm saying?
You've been collaborating with a lot of producers, artists. You've been putting out some albums. What have you learned about connecting with these artists and these producers?
What I have kind of come to the conclusion is, like, for me, it's easier when I have like 2 or 3, maybe like 4-ish producers that I collab with consistently. Like, actually, bro, like me and you, we have an official collab out. You know what I'm saying? But bro, that was from something you sent me like 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I never forgot about that beat. I never forgot about the packs that you would put together. Because, you know, I'm sitting up there and I'm like, this dude doesn't just make beats. He's sending me some heat on these melodies, and I'm gonna make something with them. So I'm glad we got that in. But right now, man, I'm really just sticking with like 2, 3 producers mainly on the collabs, and through them, I meet other artists. Like my boy Scary Lucas. He's put me on to some of the best artists that I have ever worked with. And even though we don't have an official release with the artists yet, we are going to by the end of the year. It's just life is happening, schedules. So we're just working, but it'll come out. I would say, man, the thing that I've learned is everybody is a real person, and you can never discount what they're going through in their life, and 1, how it can come through the music, or 2, like how it might put the brakes on things at times, and you just got to be patient with them. People have to be patient with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got stuff going on too, you know? But more than anything, man, I just enjoy learning who the person is that I'm working with, like learning their story, like calling on the phone, like randomly, like you become friends, bro. Like, you know, and it's like sometimes you never physically get to meet them. So it's a little weird if you really think about it from that standpoint, but it's also very cool because it shows how much you care about the craft. Like, bro, I can lock in with this person on the phone for a couple hours, spend a couple hours mixing and whatever, and I never met them. But I love this shit so much that we love it so much that that's what we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So more than anything, bro, I think some people might look at it as a bit of a headache because people can be people. I think we might all go through that. But I just really enjoy getting to know who that person is that I'm working with, and, you know, trying to get that feeling that they put through the microphone, through the speakers. And then when it happens, bro, it's nothing that can replace it. It's magic, pure magic.
Very well said. Amazing response. Tell me about your nonprofit. Deep dive into that. When did it start? What was the idea behind it? I've tried putting together a nonprofit myself, and it's not an easy task. So tell me about it. It's
so interesting that you ask. I'm glad you asked, man. So as far as hip hop goes, this is like pre-death. Nipsey was my favorite artist. You know, I would say current day at that time. I go to see him in concert 3 times with my boy. You know, I just felt like he was generational. And damn, he died. He ends up, boom, boom, he gets killed. And it hit me. I'm sitting there, bro, I'm crying. I'm like trying to like exercise to like keep my mind off of it and stuff like that. And this is before I even made music, man. Yeah. So I'm thinking like, man, how can we prevent this from happening again? Like, what can I do to like do my part to just prevent somebody else from feeling pain from this happening? And so, bro, I actually started a nonprofit. It's called The Marathon Continues, and it's to prevent gun violence. The goal behind it was to get together with youth, have them do, like some activities. I was thinking kickball at first, but I was like, man, it's called The Marathon Continues. Let's try to build them up to running the marathon. So I did have an event a few years ago where I think we did like a 5K or something like that. And the momentum was starting to build for me. And then the pandemic hit. And then we moved to Pennsylvania, bro.
Damn.
Yes, I lost all my momentum. All my momentum, bro. So it got to a point where it's like I wasn't able to really service it, man, because I was really in a bad headspace, not being home and living in the house. There was a lot of us in the house, and so that was just like playing tricks on me, bro. And then that's when I found music, and so I think the passion that I had behind that nonprofit transferred over to music, and I needed it. Mm-hmm. So current day, it's not up and running. There's paperwork you got to file like every year. Mm-hmm. After like the first year, I stopped filing the paperwork. But it was just like the timing of it sucked, bro, because I got a friend he works in the middle school. He's always telling me like what's going on with the kids. It's crazy. And he's working on like the behavioral side of things. So it's crazy. Mm-hmm. And I was just gonna partner up with that school, come talk to the children, try to start like a new program to where they can have some kind of outlet and not take stuff out on each other. Because even at the middle school level, man, like kids talk crazy, guns get brought up, and it can go bad real fast. And so I wanted to jump in front of that, give them something, but it didn't quite materialize. But I think about it. I do think about it. I think about it a lot, man.
Prevention is so huge. It's so vital, especially today with everything that's going on. There's so much anger that's built up from all this stuff. And what better way than to have, you out there in the community with these kids doing stuff with them. And I've had this conversation before. Prevention is more than just education. It's more than just, hey, guns are bad for you. Don't use them. Drugs and alcohol are bad. Don't use them, right? It's providing opportunity for these kids to do other things. Providing some sort of creative outlet, I think, is huge. Marathon training, like a 5K is awesome especially for kids. And I'm sure after the fact, like it's such a huge achievement. I think you should continue that. And now that you've unlocked this music, this talent, I truly believe things happen for a reason. And if the pandemic didn't hit, if you didn't switch over to the music, we wouldn't be here right now, and I wouldn't have made an awesome friend. So there's blessings in these dark times for sure. And definitely. I think it'd be really cool if you went that route, went the music route with it, and incorporated it again. Man.
I agree, bro. Gosh, I'm not gonna make an excuse or nothing like that. I think at the right time, it's gonna happen. Sure. Mm-hmm. Like segue. Side note. your boy's taking piano and guitar lessons right now, man. You know, so it's kind of like it's taking me a little bit of a different route, you know, with the focus that it takes to get good. So, you know, with that being said, man, you know, in due time at the right time, for sure. Yeah, I appreciate that, yo. Yeah.
That's awesome. You're putting a lot of effort into this, and it shows. It definitely shows.
Got big goals, man.
Yeah, you're gonna reach them. I'm gonna be on the sidelines clapping for you when you do.
My dude, for sure, bro. I'm putting you up on stage with me.
Hell yeah. I'll gladly jump on with you.
Need a guitar solo.
I don't know if I can guitar solo. I'll do rhythm. You're taking the lessons. You can do the guitar solo.
We'll get there.
I'll be support. For you, looking where you're at now, how do you measure your success? And not just in music, but just like in everything.
I think there's a quality level that I shoot for once I know I'm like proficient at whatever. And I want to reach that quality level every time, even if I take a different route or I use different tools. I want to have the same outcome. And so for me, success is measured by getting to that outcome, no matter what you use to get there, consistently. And then, you know, once you reach that point, which in a lot of ways I'm consistently there or about where I want to be, you know what I mean? I think it's just experiencing like growth. How do you grow? Like once you achieve, like how do you, like what's next for you? Like, does it come to a point where it's enough? You know what I'm saying? And for some people, it is. For other people, it's like, well, what's next? And so for me, the what's next is the musicianship. It's the guitar, you know, putting the time and the effort and the practice in, having the finger pain, like that shit sucks a little bit, man. That shit sucks, bro. You know, becoming a more proficient piano or keys player. And for me, the next thing is going to be to like incorporate that into the music, and just to get to a point where I know I feel comfortable enough to get up in front of strangers and just improvise or play a song that I created. So that's the next thing of success, like for me personally. Yeah.
The marathon continues.
Marathon continues, brother. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna do a little self promo.
Please do.
This is a Melody Maker shirt, your boy designed. It's on spacetrap.shop. That's my merch line. Shout out to Waves, because Waves was like, he was one of the OG customers, if you want to say customers. But he's like an OG customer. He copped something a while ago. So shout out to you, bro. Other than that, man, I would just say the latest release that I got out is called Twin Flames. It's just 7 instrumentals. I'm gonna let you know a couple artists have already gone over some of those beats. We just waiting. we literally just like making sure everything sounds good. But man, just be on the lookout. I don't necessarily want to drop names. We're gonna keep that part under wraps or whatever. That's cool. Y'all ain't heard of these people. That ain't why I'm not dropping the names. I just don't want people to steal my shit. So soon this year, man, just be looking for some really dope projects. And last but not least, man, shout out to my guy Waves, man. Like, Waves is one of the most consistent personalities that I've worked with. And that's just like across the board. We've had phone conversations, bro. Of course, we like internet stuff, you know, but just in terms of having that gut feeling and that vibe that like you're working with a good person, you passed that test for me, man, so long ago. And you know, man, like my intuition, it never lies. It never lies. And so just shout out to you, man, for continuing to grow, continuing to keep pushing. It's like I see how you are also evolving, and I want to let you know I support you the whole way through. I know you see me liking the posts and commenting sometimes and stuff like that. It's not gonna stop. I want to see you evolve even more, bro, and I support that, bro. So I am proud of you for what you're doing. I know you put in a lot of work. Life is probably happening too, but you know, it's something to be recognized and admired and appreciated. It's even, especially with stuff like this too, man. So, bro, just keep doing your thing, man. I'm so proud of you, brother. I know we all go through our ups and downs, man, but I love how you are pushing through and you are like just innovating more and evolving more, man. Like my freaking hat is obviously off, but it's off to you, my guy.
Thank you, bro. That means so much. Seriously, I don't know what to say. I'm very appreciative of you. That means a lot. That really means a lot, especially coming from you. You're someone that I value as a friend, as a music creator, and I'm really thankful that we've continued this friendship throughout the years.
Me too.
And we continue to evolve together in separate spaces, but I'm excited to bring that growth, you know, somewhere together in the future and get us some more collaborations in. I think we need that.
We do, bro. That's a fact. Don't worry, my guy. It is gonna happen. Like you said earlier, it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. But you know, until then, man, we're just gonna stay as locked in as we possibly can, man, and you know, let time kind of do its thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Definitely.
yeah, bro. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, thank you once again for joining this interview, the first of hopefully many. And y'all make sure to tap in with BroBro, give him a follow, show him some love. He's doing a lot. And I think that deserves our praise. It's got mine.
Big love, man. Big love, man.